Gingerbread Pat. Gingerbread Pat, let's go. Who's everybody going for today in the Super Bowl? Who is everybody going for? We got to get this water in here. I got instant yeast, olive oil, sugar. I got the salt and the flour. I do a 50-50 blend of 00 Caputo and all-purpose flour. I've had this recipe for a long time. This is actually the same recipe we use at the restaurant. Neither, Joe? Oh, I know. You're a Jets fan. I mean, how are you going to win with that, Joe? No need. Is it going to be gluten-free, Christopher? I mean, it could have been. I apologize for it not being. Is that all you eat? Is gluten-free pizza? There's nothing wrong with that. All right. My secret trick to this dough, because you're using lower heat ovens at your house. Usually I use dried milk, but I'm not going to lie, Tops is so packed when I went by there. I said, no way, Jose. And my order got messed up when I had it delivered from Wegmans yesterday. But we won't get into that. Since 1969, you just here to watch the food, Demon King? It's good to see you. I haven't seen you in a while, my man. It's always good when you pop in. I'm just warming up this water over here at the sink. Guys, we will travel around the kitchen a little bit today, but I just want to get this dough started. We don't have a lot of time, so I need 340 grams, and that is not a good start, so I'm going to have to get a similar bowl just to weigh this out, zero it out. There we go. 340, we're not too far off. It's going to be a long stream, guys. We got a lot to do. What's everybody doing for the Super Bowl? Any food plans? Anybody cooking? Going over somebody else's house? No cooking? All right, we're going to add this yeast in here. Let it bloom. I mean, technically, we don't have to because it is instant, but I just love to see that beauty. Make sure that this instant yeast is working just to know it's not dead. Just going to mix this around. Ooh, I love the smell of yeast. So after that, while that's blooming, we need to get this pasta going. We don't need the scale again because I had everything measured out. We'll just put this on the ground for now. We need to get this tricolor rotini started. So, since we're going to be doing the dough over here, we're just going to use the big stove for now. This crock pot right here, we're going to do the beer cheese in there. Actually, we're going to do the chicken wing dip in there. We'll do the beer cheese on the stove. Uh-oh. Crash, boom. Annie set me up. Blame Annie on that one. Just getting some water. I know it is way too cold to be out today. It is nasty in New York. You think that's a clean stove? Well, I am an executive chef and I barely cook at home. I mean, why would I? Let's be real here. I live at the restaurant. In my days off, I'm editing videos and live streaming with you guys. We live stream each and every week, along with the POV videos. So that's just going right now. I'm just not gonna sit there and bore you guys with that. Let's check on this. No bloom yet. There's rotini over here. Move these subs out of the way. Put this on top of the fridge. What's everybody eating today? Nothing? This is it? There goes Annie in the chat now. We got 40 people, 42 people in here. Everybody, thanks for the likes. I see a lot of likes. If you're new here, please like the stream. I do see a little bit of bloom on here now. That's good. I'll let you guys watch that. So we're also going to do a BBQ Ranch Pasta Salad. This is going to be interesting, guys. We got a lot of different things we're going to do. Beer cheese. I know everybody's not a fan of Velveeta. Either you love it or you hate it. But it gives that nice silkiness to the beer cheese. And then I got other cheeses that we can add in there. Here, let me give this. I ain't got time for that. Easy peel, it says. Huh. We're going to start dicing this up for the pasta salad. We probably won't use it all. Get a gallon bag. Oh, I'll just get a sealed container. That yeast is almost ready. So right after that, we'll start that. But I'm just going to start slicing this kielbasa. This kielbasa and that pasta salad is going to be the best. I don't know. I think I'm calling it rodeo pasta salad. What do you think, chat? Velveeta reminds you of being very high in your 20s. Okay, that's fair. That is fair. Hi to everybody in the chat. What kind of pasta salad? What kind of dressing? We're going to do a little ranch barbecue. Not a lot of barbecue because Annie doesn't really like barbecue. But I just want a little bit of that smokiness, flavor in there. The chicken wing dip is really going to be hers. I eat chicken wing dip, but my ulcer doesn't agree with it at times. What executive chef does not have an ulcer? If you don't have an ulcer and you're an executive chef in your 40s, then you're not working hard enough. All right. And that yeast is ready. We're going to pop that in that flour and work that flour. We're not going to be using a mixer because the average household does not have a mixer. If we need to add more kielbasa, we will. But for now, this is perfect. Where did I put that bag? Don't know and don't care at this rate. All right, we're gonna check this water over here. It's not boiling yet. We need some salt in there though. I do know that. If there's any chefs in the chat, I know you've heard salt your pasta water like the sea, but within reason. We will salt it, but not like the sea. All right, let me read some of this chat. We got 62 people in the chat. Thank you for all the likes. You always use pepperoni. We do have pepperoni today. We will be putting that in there. You're pretty useless in the kitchen there, Demon King? Well, that's not good. What are you eating today, Demon King? A little takeout action? Alright, I'm going to change cutting boards just in case I got to work this dough. We'll go back to this cutting board when we need to. So, once again, 50-50, 00 Caputo, red bag, and all-purpose flour. So 500 grams of flour, 340 grams of water. Remember, I put a little bit of that milk. Usually I use dry milk. A little bit of sugar, a little bit of salt. You can use malt powder. We do that at the restaurant because we're using lower temperature ovens, and we do pizza for not only at the restaurant but at the retail shop. And that just makes sure that we get everything browns nicely. And so that's the trick of the trade. A lot of people try to chase that pizza browning level, and I've just figured it out through the years. So I'm just start moving around this dough till I can get it like a ball. And we're just gonna do the simple stretch every 15 minutes in a container, and I'll show you. It's super simple. So really it's not, you don't have to knead it like crazy. I do a little extra kneading, but I'm gonna show you the easiest way. If you never did pizza dough at your house from scratch, never fails. Big backer? What's that mean? What are we making? We're going to make the pizza dough first, and then we're going to get into a little pasta salad action. We got a lot of stuff in store today. We're going to do beer cheese for our pretzels, chicken wing dip, BBQ Ranch Pasta Salad. We got subs that we're going to make. And guys, you wouldn't believe how many people are eating this today. Just 2. Don't forget to add your olive oil in there too. I probably should have the camera at a different angle considering I'm a lefty. You about to make some soft pretzels from scratch? What are your ingredients? You're not using that one ingredient for pretzels. What is it? Oh. What is that one ingredient some people use? It's actually really dangerous. I know somebody in the chat knows what I'm talking about. Somebody chime in. Yeah, I love soft pretzels. Annie eats pretzels all day. If I took the camera into the other room, I'm sure there's a bag of pretzels by her. Alright, I think I'm going to cut this dough, or maybe I'll just leave it in. Let me see the container options I have. I'm just afraid that just won't be enough, but we can try it. As you guys can see, I really didn't even mix it that much. All right, let me grab some all-purpose flour. I'm gonna do this just a little bit different, but if you wanted to, for those at home, you could just put oil in this container right here. And just put the dough in there. And then I'll show you the next steps if you don't even want to knead it. You're like, nah, you know what? I don't need that workout today. And we're going to do some dishes along the way too. Me, I want some of that extra good structure. So I'm going to knead it, but I'm also going to do the fold and turn technique, which you just do every 15 minutes. So I'm going to show you guys both ways. The way I'm doing it, this hybrid way, I'm just going to get a little bit more structure in my dough. Sorry, I had to turn off that water real quick. If anybody sees Jason in the chat, please let him know that we need his email address. He's last week's giveaway winner. All right. You can see how doesn't have a lot of structure and gluten. That's why it kind of looks like that. But we're going to get that. Promise you. Roll this around in that oil. Cover the top. Leave it somewhere where it's a little bit warm. And I'm going to show you that this dough literally is versatile. You can use it for anything. Now we use this for pan pizza at our job, and I can explain the breakdown of why we do that. We don't have a brick oven at the moment, although that is subject to change. Let me just clean up a little bit. Get the other cutting board in here. We're going to work with that dough again, so I'm just going to wipe this down and put this to the side. We're going to need this dough later on. And this dough should rise relatively fast. Now, if you wanted to set this dough in your refrigerator overnight, that would be perfect. Obviously, it's going to develop that flavor profile of your favorite pizzeria. I'm going to put this in the refrigerator too. Let's go over here and check on this. We got a rolling boil. All right, let's just dump the pasta in here. Tricolor rotini. How'd that turn out, Sassy? What's your starter's name? I know a lot of people name their starters. It's a lady that I work with at my job. She makes sourdough bread every week. She's got a name for it. So it's 3:41 when we put this in the water. Let's remember, unlike we did with the baked cookies last week. I'm going to blame chat because I told you guys to tell me. And I let you know that I didn't start a timer. So yeah, tricolor rotini is notorious for it to cook pretty fast. It's nothing like showing you guys me doing dishes, but gives me a chance to catch up on thank you. Velvet Heart, thank you. Guys, if you're enjoying the stream, please hit that like button. I'm just trying to get this bowl a little bit closer to where I need it. I'm not trying to have a million dishes at the end of the night. Who cooks and cleans as they go? Or is it just a big pile at the end of the night and you guys are looking at each other like, well, who's doing the dishes tonight? Nobody? Demon King, you want to do my dishes for me today, Demon King? I feel like if I get this big bowl out of here, I'm doing really good. All right, back to the game plan. What are we going to do next, guys? So remember, we got the pasta salad. Let me just give this a quick stir and make sure it's to a boil again. I'm going to put a little bit of that oil in there. Alrighty. So let's cut up some onions next for this pasta salad. I know it's not a must for everybody. Not everybody's into onions in their pasta salad. What's everybody putting in their pasta salad? $55 people in the chat. I thank you for all those likes, guys. Carol, welcome to the stream. Maybe we'll only use one diced onion. I don't like big chunks, so I'm cutting this very tiny. And I am concentrating more than normal because, as you guys know that do watch my stream on a regular, this is a new knife. And I usually use this knife. This is my everyday knife. Especially at work. I love this knife. But thanks to the folks down at, oh, Annie, Dow Strong, that gave me this knife. I like it. Actually, no. They gave me the other knife that I unboxed the other day. And then this cutting board. I'm not a big fan of these ridges because I like to just put my container right up here and go like that, but the ridges stop that. Just an efficiency thing for me. We'll just put that there for now. What else we put in this pasta salad? I'm going to give this a couple more stirs. It is boiling. We put this in at 341. I'm keeping time. I don't know if anybody in the chat is keeping time. Let me see what's going on here. Shaved carrots and peppers, Joe. You like it tiny also, Sean? That's what's up. You rub the onions on your sack. McDougal. Not today knife? No. Yesterday knife. Yeah. Sean, you okay here, dude? Sean, are you okay here, dude? What are you eating today, Sean? Let me take a good guess. Let me take a good guess. So let's pull out the portable stove. Raw onions, guys. Who likes to cook up those onions for their pasta salad? I don't know. I would say 10 years ago I wouldn't care, but I don't know. Everything sauteed onion to me right now is just my jam. It's just my jam. All right. Alcohol and crack, Sean. This is a family channel here, Sean. Somebody pissed Sean off. Demon King, did you piss Sean off today or something? I am going to saute this off a little bit, these onions and this kielbasa. Then we're going to cool it down. I'm going to taste this pasta, see where it's at. Like I said, no, it's not there yet. It's soon. Pepperoni, we'll dice up some of this, but I need some of this pepperoni for my pizza too. Big pepperoni guy. Trying to think what else we need in here. Chicken, I got some extra leftover chicken that we need to use up. Shoot, I'll throw that in there too. A little salt and pepper. Annie's favorite. Anybody that's part of the stream knows that. Annie's favorite. You love kielbasa, Sean? It's my favorite. Annie actually makes a hot, like she makes this, I don't even know what it is, like a remix of a pasta. She puts kielbasa, Alfredo, a whole bunch of stuff in there. It's like one of my favorites. All right, we got that going. Still too hard. I had to spit that out. And then I'm just going to put this chicken in here because it's frozen. I need to use it up. It's probably got freezer burn. No need to waste it at the moment. All right, I'm gonna check that pasta again. It's almost there. Probably worth pulling it in the next minute. Make some room for the strainer. Gotta move a couple things around. Let's see what's going on in the chat. Always salt and pepper. Welcome to the stream, Virginia. Thank you, Vicky. You put cherry tomatoes, black olives, cucumbers. Black olives is a big no-no for Annie. Cheese is a must. If you don't put cheese in your pasta salad, I'm not coming over. Capers, that's a nice upgrade. Grilled chicken all day long. I'm just trying to use this chicken. I wanted to pick up a rotisserie chicken, but like I said, the guy didn't deliver it from Wegmans yesterday. There was a whole big issue. And then I was going to stop at Tops earlier, but Tops was flooded with people. And I said, I'm good on all that. Put a little bit of garlic powder in here. But we also put real garlic in this pasta salad. I'm going to turn that down just a little bit so we can deal with this pasta. We got to get this out of here, guys. A lot of people are firm believers of when they make their Italian pasta salad to keep it slightly warm and then it soaks in better into the pasta. Does anybody else do that or believe in that? All right, this should be relatively good. I think we'll put it in our fine china. 123 people in the chat right now. If you're new to the stream, please like. We have a lot of likes on the stream. Welcome everybody that's just joining us. The dough is rising. We're going to check up on that in 2 seconds. We are making this, well, getting the pasta salad together with different ingredients. Pasta is already up and it's semi-cooling. So we got dough over here that we need to check on. That's rising. We're about to do a fold and stretch. Pasta's right there, which I'm not a real firm believer that you ever cool it down like that. But I'm not at work to do it the correct way. So there we lay. We're going to be doing beer cheese. We're going to be doing chicken wing dip. We got a lot going on. We got subs to make. There's a lot going on, guys. Yeah, it's funny. If I ever see one of my employees doing it like that, I'd probably flip. So here I am doing it. Does who smoke weed? I don't even know if that's a question in 2026. I think you should start the conversation by saying, you know, the opposite. But we don't condone that here, Sean, on this channel. This is a family channel. I know Sean's probably at his house just laughing. Like, what is this guy talking about? 132 people in the chat. Thank you so much. If you're new to the stream, please like it. We got a ton of stuff going on here. I will try to recap every 5 minutes, although I feel like I'm just saying the same thing over and over and over. We got a million things working. I'm trying to get the rest of the ingredients around for this pasta salad. But I think we're at a good place right now. Andy's probably going to say more pepperoni in there. So we're going to do it. That's good enough for now. We gotta go check on that dough, guys. All right, pizza dough. Looking good. So we're just gonna pick it up and fold it in like that. Pick it up, fold it in. Pick it up, fold it in. Pick it up and fold it in. That's it. Flip it over like so and put it back over at the stove. We're just gonna do this every 15 minutes while we get everything else going together. Boom, that's it. All right, we need to get this beer cheese and chicken wing dip started. So I'm trying to think about the most effective way to do this. So I'm gonna put the pasta in here for now and then in the fridge. It's gonna free up some room in the sink also. Fortunately, it's not gonna free up any room in this refrigerator of ours. All right, chicken wing dip. Who's a fan of chicken wing dip? Or I should say, what do you guys put in your chicken wing dip? I'm actually gonna start it in a pan and I'm gonna put it in the crock pot. So we're gonna get this crock pot over here. Just give me 2 seconds, chat. Super Bowl, who's everybody going for today? I got Gingerbread Pat over here that's going to be just watching the stream. Big Pat's fan. I was born in Mass. So I die and bleed Massachusetts teams, no matter who they are. All right, bring that stove back over here. I think we're going to just start it on there. The chicken wing dip. And then we'll do the beer cheese afterwards. Seems like a good pan. Cream cheese. Let me read the chat a couple times real quick. Is it like buffalo dip? Yeah. You can make some hot wings. Patriots, I love it. Seahawks, no. Chris Brown. You guys are ready for the Super Bowl? What do you guys got to eat, Virginia? You're from Massachusetts, Karen? I was born in Southbridge. Don't forget the blue cheese crumble, Annie says. I won't. No, I won't, honey. I already know. All right, we're going to turn this on. We are now making buffalo chicken wing dip, however you guys called it. I think it's different in every area. But considering we are, actually I probably should be saying buffalo since we live right close to Buffalo. But let's get this cream cheese in here. I think that is just one component that is a non-negotiable. Then some kind of hot sauce is a non-negotiable. And so we went with this Frank's Red Hot Dill Pickle. We just wanted to see how it was, to be honest. That's the end of that story. Oh, there's probably something underneath here. No, that was odd. Do I trust this? Why didn't you move? No, we're not going to do that. All right. There we go. Interesting. We're actually going to turn that down more. I don't want to burn the cream cheese. I'm going to put a tiny bit of milk in there. Just a tiny bit. Gives me a chance to build this. like I said, guys, I would always, the only way I'm ever putting this in there is because of that rotisserie chicken debacle. But it's going to be more flavorful, and plus I just love the way that chicken's going to break up in your dip. This, we're just going to swing for it. And hopefully at the end, it'll get all pretty for us. 150 people in the stream. If you're new to the stream, please hit that like button. We do appreciate it. All right, we're just gonna bust this up. And then on to the next couple of things that we're gonna add in here. Ranch is a must, I think. But some people are just blue cheese. Annie's gonna do a little blend, a little mixture. She's gonna do ranch. Well, she wants ranch and blue cheese crumbles in there. But I need to save some of this. Oh, Annie, you forgot to remind me of the other one that you have open. We're going to save this one for the pasta salad. Oh. Oh. Let me read the chat, see a couple of new faces in here. Vicky, that sounds great. Sonia, welcome to the stream. Yep, the game starts at 6:30, guys. She's making nachos and a cheese dip. That sounds yummy. You're from Los Angeles? Live in Upland? Nice. Yep, we're going to taste it for you. Annie, I'll let you know. Trayvon, how you doing? That's some wild stuff. Exactly. All right, Italian seasoning is a must. We're just getting this started, and then we're gonna put it in that crock pot. And then when I get this off there, we'll put some fresh garlic in there. I think that's a must too. Blue cheese crumble for Annie, incoming. She's the only one that's eating that. I'm just going to taste it. That's about it. Like I said, my ulcer doesn't agree with it. You're interested in seeing the end product? Flavor, welcome to the stream. What you making? We are doing... Right now, the pizza dough over here is rising from scratch. Okay? We just finished the pasta salad. It's cooling. We got the ingredients cut in there. We'll get that together in a second. We're making chicken wing dip right here. And we're going to be making beer cheese right after we get this started. I just want to get this hot enough, and then I'm going to get it into the crock pot. And then just let it slowly do its thing. Annie wants blue cheese crumble in there. So blue cheese crumble it is. There you go, Annie. Hopefully that's enough to your liking. Alright. Once we get these clumps of cream cheese out of there, and it's well on its way, turn this crock pot. It's going to be fine. Anybody add anything else into their buffalo chicken wing dip? I think we got all the essentials. chicken, Frank's Red Hot, seasonings, some salt, some pepper, some herbs. Sounds good. Some garlic powder, and then we're going to put some fresh garlic in there. Just a couple more seconds. And then we'll move this over to the crock pot and start the beer cheese. And then we'll get that pasta salad going. Dump it all in there? You don't want blue cheese for maybe your pizza? A little bit of the blue cheese crumble? Jeez, girl, you're a savage. I'm probably going to have to add a little bit of milk. I'll save you a little bit. Maybe top one of our pizzas with it. Do something unique. Do something unique. We're just going to add a little bit of milk in there. That way it's not burning in that pot. We're giving it a little bit of room to slow cook in there. And then if you ever need to bring it together, in the end you can always put a little bit of cornstarch in there. Gonna add a little bit more hot sauce, not much. Perfect. Alright guys, we're gonna let this do its thing over there. Actually, I'll just bring the crock pot over here, sorry. Move this out of the way. I realized I didn't have enough room over there. Okay, that worked great. Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? Alright, we'll keep an eye on that. Got it on high just so it can get up to temp, and then we'll go from there. Alright, next, I'm going to check this dough. Make sure it's not too hot. I don't want to kill the yeast. I'm actually going to flip this over. Keep it up just a little bit higher. Alright, next, beer cheese. But before we start the beer cheese, I'm going to pop out this garlic. And I'm going to just do a bunch of garlic now. Might as well. Thank you to everybody that's watching the stream. A lot of new folks in here. We really appreciate it. John, welcome to the stream. Looks good already, the chicken wing bit. Oh, they got a bunch of little packs in here? That's interesting. Alright, that's kind of cool. Then I can just do that. Alrighty. I'm not sure how to say that name, but welcome to the stream. He orders garlic online, so I'm gonna assume it like some exotic garlic. That's what I'm just gonna assume. I like to bust it up like this before I cut it. Otherwise, it just makes it impossible. If you got a RoboCoupe, you can also use that. So guys, you could just use a, like I got this little RoboCoupe. Obviously at the restaurant I got a big one. But this is another quick way to do it. It's probably the easiest way to do it. And that's it. There you go. Voila. I was about to say, this blade doesn't come out. I'm about to say, that's tragic. The only thing I'm not into is peeling garlic. That is just a nightmare. Nightmare. We'll just keep our garlic right here. This should be enough for everything. A lot of people in the stream right now. If you're new to the stream, please hit that like button. We got a lot of things going on. The dough is arising for our pizzas. We got chicken wing dip in the crock pot. Next, we're going to be making beer cheese. I just wanted to get a whole bunch of garlic together and ready. We got some pasta salad that we're about to make. Some BBQ Ranch. I'm calling it rodeo pasta salad unless somebody else got a better name for it. It's a drink time. Mountain Dew time, guys. And this is what I'm drinking today. Not sponsored. Not sponsored by Mountain Dew. Got a lot of other brands that we work with. How much time we got until kickoff, guys? 2 hours probably. All right, let's put some garlic in this chicken wing dip. That's a must. All right. Read the chat real quick. Thanks for watching, Virginia. I just need to know what time to be there. All right. Pull up. You heard that, Annie, right? Pull on up. Okay, so beer cheese. Once again, stove back on. Grab your favorite beer. That's number one. We're going to use this pan. And you shouldn't just dump the Velveeta in there like that. Like just take it out of the package and dump it in there. And I would probably recommend heavy cream, but I got this whole gallon of milk here. Because obviously heavy cream has a higher burning and boiling point. And it doesn't burn as easy. But I'm trained. So we're going to just get this up to temperature. I'm going to slide this over. I think. Mac and cheese. Let's cook, bro. That's right. Joe, you're yelling at me today. Definitely yelling at me today. Yeah, so you just want to put this in stages. And put your favorite beer in there. Any kind of beer will work. I just put the beer in there, but I'm not trying to get shadow banned by YouTube saying I'm trying to endorse a beer company, so we'll just keep that off camera. Poured the beer in there, got the milk in there. Velveeta will get in there slowly but surely. So, boom. And now we're going to check on this dough. It is a rising fast because I got it nice and hot over here. So we're going to want to be careful because we don't want to kill the yeast in there. Definitely don't want to kill this by having it too hot over there. So we probably won't put it back over there because we are doing extra fine. So now I'm running out of real estate, guys. Guess I'm going to put this over there. Might be a little bit dangerous. Might not. But we love danger here. So we're just going to put this over here for a second. Hopefully that propane tank doesn't blow up. And we're going to do some more of that turn and fold action. Okay, this dough is really hot. I want to be careful here. And so you don't have to do this, what I'm doing. You can just do that simple turn and fold. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's all you need. Every 15 minutes. I'm going to put this next to the crock pot, but not on the stove. I think it's got enough heat. Just going to get some water in this pasta pot. Maybe bang out some of these dishes when we take a little 5-minute break. But right now, we're back on this beer cheese. You know what? We're going to just put the beer cheese over here on the stove. That'll be easier to show you guys. And we'll construct the pasta salad. Alrighty. Pasta salad time. Nice al dente noodles. Alright. Some of that garlic in there. Okay, a lot of that garlic. Seasonings. A lot of seasonings. Give this pasta salad some life. The worst is going over somebody's house and they have pasta salad and they're like, isn't this good? And you're like, this is dry as hell, woman. Or guy, or whoever. You go live on TikTok and get in trouble for drinking a soda? I mean, probably. That's why I don't do TikTok, because people just get you banned for no reason. So you put all that effort into going live, and I don't know what's going on with them. But anyways, it's pepperoni. That's a must. That stuff that we sauteed earlier that is nice and cool now. Some chicken, some kielbasa. A little bit of onions. Some cheese. This is what's missing in Annie's chicken wing dip. But I don't want to put that in there yet, because she's got a lot going on in that chicken wing dip pot. But the more cheesier, the better. Parm is a must, so we're going to do a little bit of parm in there. Got my parm wheel. Man, this fridge almost just knocked this whole stream out. And that's getting ready to bubble over there, so you do got to keep an eye on that. So I'm going to just turn this down just ever so slightly so we can get to that in like 2 seconds. And then we'll put this pasta salad to the side real quick. Just going to graze some parm in here. That's right. I want good flavor in the pasta salad. Dry and flavorless pasta salad don't work for me. Yes, I didn't forget the basil. It was on my list, but remember, I didn't go to Tops. It just was too packed. It was on my list. It was another thing they didn't bring. Deliver from Wegmans last night. There was several things, just like the rotisserie chicken. I'd much rather have the rotisserie chicken in here, and in the chicken wing dip. Now that we got that good grated cheese in there, put this to the side for a minute. All right, guys. 139 people, loving it. All right, little by little, if you're using Velveeta, or even if you're using any other cheese, never just dump all the cheese in there. Because remember, it's going to cool back down your heavy cream or your milk. So just go in stages and stir that in. Beer cheese right here. Remember, we got the dough going also. That is rising. We'll keep an eye on that. We'll just leave that right there. Got the dough with us. So we know we got a little ways to go. But I felt like it was being too hot, so I moved it away from the stove. So I don't want to kill that yeast. 165 people in here. Appreciate it. If you're new to the stream, please hit that like button. Back to the pasta salad, guys. It's about to get crazy in here in a minute. Right. Just a tiny bit of this barbecue. Chat, did we come up with a name for this pasta salad? I'm thinking rodeo pasta salad or tailgate pasta salad. Tracy, welcome to the stream. Sean, welcome to the stream. Thank you. We got a lot of things going on, guys. Pizza dough is a-rising. We're making pasta salad. We got the chicken wing dip going. And we got the beer cheese for the pretzels going. And then we'll make the subs or grinders or hoagies, depending on what area you live in. Everybody calls it something different. Not sure which one is which, but interesting. Annie, hopefully you put this ranch away in time. Annie used this ranch last night on her. Annie, what did you use this ranch on? You were eating something last night. But you better have put it away. Looks like you were about to fall asleep with the ranch last night. Ooh, this pasta salad. I'm going to have some right now. I can't even wait. So we make a pasta salad at the restaurant. It's a chicken pesto one. And I add Greek yogurt just so we can get a little bit more life out of it. And you'll know that pasta salad the next day always a little bit dry. And so that Greek yogurt, it's kind of neutral. Can't really taste it as long as you're just getting the natural one. But it's a trick of the trade to keep your pasta salad nice and moist. So it's acting like it's dry, right? So we definitely need some more ranch, but we're going to taste it here in a second. We might have to give our boy a little bit of heat. I'm going to just keep him next to the stove for now. All right, let's taste it, chat. Oh, I can taste everything. But let's go crazy. Let's go crazy with the ranch. But I'm going to save some of this ranch because I'm going to use it on a pizza. What's your go-to kind of pizza, chat? Brick oven, pan pizza. Definitely a local spot and not like a national chain like Domino's or Pizza Hut or Uno's. Deep dish lovers, Chicago style pizza, Detroit style pizza, New York pizza. What kind of pizza? 164 people in the chat. I thank everybody that's in here watching the stream. We are finishing up this pasta salad. We're calling it Rodeo Pasta Salad. It has barbecue, ranch, chicken, pepperoni, kielbasa, onion. Definitely a ton of seasonings. Fresh garlic. Let's put a little bit of, just a tiny bit of this rosemary in there. This right here is a must of my house. Annie eats this by the boatload. Pineapple, you're going to start that debate right now. It is what it is. You're going to start that debate right now. What's going on? It is what it is. Good to see you. Guys, I think this is a hit right now. I know some of you guys are like, no, it's missing something. No, it's not. All right, we'll check on this later. Time to show guys, everybody what's going on over here. So we got the beer cheese. And so we just want to slowly fold in this Velveeta. The flame is super low. You don't want to scorch your milk you basically don't want to scorch your milk. So I'm going to turn this down as low as I possibly can get it. Chicken wing dip. Coming along, I think. It better be. We started on the stove at first. What's everybody's Super Bowl plans? Who are we going for today? You already know who I'm going for. I got Gingerbread Pat over here. My diehard Pats fan. Gingerbread Pat. You already know. Alright, another little thing that we need to do. if I can get this open. I'm gonna add some of this garlic in there. Sorry. A little bit of garlic in there. I'm gonna add more seasonings, olive oil, a little bit of salt. Gonna make my own blend here. Just gonna use this for pizza sauce. Pizza sauce, sorry. A little bit of olive oil. A little bit of sugar. Definitely some salt. Shake this puppy up. I'm going to use this later on my pizza. See how that garlic got all the way down there? Let that garlic marinate in that sauce. We need some flavor. That store-bought stuff ain't going to do nothing. So I'm just using the tomatoes as the base. Probably a good bet was to do it the day before. So that way all your herbs and everything else come around. I don't know if I can do this. Here. All right, I'm going to read the chat real quick. You don't like football? Sorry. Do you at least watch it for the commercials? A lot of people do. We are making pizza from scratch. Beer cheese right here. Chicken wing dip right there. We got the pasta salad down there. We still got to make subs, guys, too. We haven't even touched the subs yet. We got a lot going on. What is everybody eating tonight? Alpha, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. I am not from Brooklyn. I live in Western New York. Definitely not from Brooklyn. From the western side of New York. We're just going to slowly stir that in. Get this to all come together. It's going to be a minute. Try to at least use some heavy cream. Like I said, if Tops wasn't as packed as it was, I probably would have went back and grabbed that rotisserie chicken, the basil, and the heavy cream. Because you're really risking it with using just regular milk. Okay, let's check this pizza dough. Again, we're going to do another turn and fold. Build some of that structure. And look how smooth it's starting to look. You can already see the structure in there too. I can feel it. It's also building that flavor profile. So that extra heat definitely is doing justice. Kind of speeding it along. Ideally, you want to do it the night before so you can really get that flavors brewing in there. All right. It's 4:30, guys. 4:30. We got a lot going on here. We already finished the pasta salad. Maybe we should just leave a bowl out here so people can see instead of keep pulling it out of the... Just leave a small bowl right here. We might as well just nibble on that while the rest of the food is finishing up. What's everybody eating tonight? He did not know what he's doing, buddy. Probably I am. Probably I am, being one of the top executive chefs in Western New York. Probably I do know what I'm doing, buddy. Oh, a laptop shut off over there in the corner. Just gonna get a couple bites of this. I haven't ate all day. Maybe a banana. $135 in San Diego. What's that mean? Not with Velveeta. You should not make a roux. This is a quick bear cheese. All right, see you later, YNW. You're blocked. I ain't got time for you. You're just coming into the chat just to be a hater and talk crazy. See ya. Go back to your miserable life. I ain't around for that. Enjoy your Super Bowl and time out. Put your nose close to the wall. See ya. My stream, buddy. I understand what he's saying, but this recipe, honestly, and say what it is, right? Authentic Irish restaurant in Buffalo called the Irishman, and they use Velveeta. And at first, I used to clown them, like, "Damn, you didn't want to do it that way." And as the lady explained to me with Velveeta, and I don't ever cook with Velveeta. Just for beer cheese, it just works out great. Now, if you need to add some cornstarch in the end, yes. Now, traditionally, if you're making a marinade sauce and start off like that with a roux, yes, that's different. Mac and cheese sauce. Just because you're a chef don't mean it. I ain't gonna argue with you, buddy. All right, back to earth. This is looking real good. I'd say we got about, the earliest we can do this at is probably like another 30 minutes, but the longer you let this sit, the better. You see how it's starting to bubble up? So, I'm gonna add that last little chunk in there. I got a ton more cheese to add in there, into that bear cheese. And then we'll figure out where we're going. You know what? You know what? What's up? You're on the way to our house? Pull up. Too much negativity from him. Yeah, I had to delete him quick. He's just going to go right back to his miserable world. I promise you that. People like that you could never satisfy in this world. You ain't gonna tell me how to cook and how to be a chef. He won't last a second in my kitchen. If you're gonna shout out different techniques and ways you're gonna do it, make sure you're using it properly and in a certain kind of way. I'm not gonna make a roux with a Velveeta. How stupid is that? Ah. We're going to do another turn on this. Pick up the dough. Like I said, you don't have to pick it up like I am. Just do those 4 turns with it. we've developed a whole bunch of structure since we started. That's right. Let's preach. Let's bring them back. Let's take them out of timeout. I'm just going to try to get these chunks out of there. There we are. It's coming along, guys. Everything is coming along. So we're going to oil up the pans that I'm be using. And the good thing about this pizza dough, guys, is that literally you can use any pan you want. And I will show and prove. Doesn't matter what kind of pan you have. I'm going to use this jacked up pan. This pan, you could throw it on a stone, but I'm not cooking on a stone. I could throw the stone in the oven, but I'm a firm believer that you should let brick oven places or places that are more suited with higher heat, that is not which you can't reach in a household oven, to do that. This is looking good. We got to give this a stir. Give it a little stir. Oh boy, Annie, you're going to be in for a treat here. Chicken wing dip, buffalo chicken wing dip. That is looking good. Good. No, Anne's not leaving. Annie is here for good. Crisco, oil up your pans. I don't even think I've ever used this pan, but if you guys remember in the last stream, what was burned in that gold pan? We had it for years. It was time for it to go. Actually, if I can trade this out, this would be better. So, we don't have a lot of people here tonight. So it's just me and Annie eating here. Usually it's a bunch of other heads. So this is the same way we do it at the restaurant, guys. Same way. We par bake off the pizza dough, the pizza crust, and then they get used up at retail. So every order that they get in, they take the crust and they build it like that. And this is for pan pizza. This is not for New York style or brick oven pizza. That's a different hydration level. Mine can be adjusted. It's basically water, yeast, and flour. Thanks for all the likes. We're almost to 100 likes. If you have not liked the stream, please hit that like button. Let's reach 100. We got a lot of things going on here. Pizza dough is almost ready. It's still rising. We got beer cheese going on over here that I got yelled at for by somebody in chat that's on a permanent timeout. That is... cheese is almost melted out of there. We're about to thicken that more with some other cheese. Coming from the guy, he probably ruses Alfredo sauce. What a tool. What a tool. So we're gonna start working in the cheese little by little. Definitely need some of that grated parm because then it's gonna kind of tie all this together for this beer cheese. We did not make our pretzels from scratch, but we made pizzas from scratch. We're just gonna put this to the side. I'll show you why in a little bit. It is all coming together, guys. Pasta salad is already completed. It's got pepperoni, kielbasa, onions, chicken, cheese. A bunch of herbs. $102 likes. Wow, guys. Appreciate it. We usually average 50 people in our stream, so this is huge for us. Huge, huge, huge. I wonder where Biz is at, Joe. Annie, it is what it is. I'm gonna have to contact him. Clearly some Chicago stuff. No. It's New England pan pizza. It actually comes from the Greeks. So there's a big, humongous Greek community in New England, especially where I came from. In Connecticut, they'll argue with the Italians and say who came here first, who brought pizza here first. And it's actually their way of doing pizza. So it's kind of funny how they're totally different. One does it in a pan. The other one does it on a brick, right? But there's more to it. Let me read some of this chat, and then I might take a little 3-minute break. Is your husband in? Whoa. Jeremy, is your husband in? No, it's my wife. You have not seen him, Joe? Neither have I, which is very strange. We might have to check up on him. Thank you, Sharon. Tracy, we appreciate you sticking it out here. You must be waiting on this pizza to be made. That's going to be the best part, to be honest. This beer cheese is coming together. It just keeps getting thicker. Like I said, once we get all the cheese in there, if we need to add a little bit of cornstarch, we do that. And I am just freestyling this. So we're going to add a little bit more cheese in there. Try not to ever use shredded cheese, guys. I just had to do this last minute and grab these bags. Because the anti-caking agent is kind of really working against you. But I guarantee you we'll smooth this out with some cornstarch in the end. And bring it all together. Promise you. Promise you. Don't worry about it, Tracy. It's all good. Sorry if I'm chomping in you guys' ear. Really, I'm sorry. I'm starving. Honestly, I don't even know if Annie's going to eat. She's talking about she doesn't feel well. Ooh, I almost dropped the camera. I got quick hands. You guys seen that? I should be out there on the field today. But I'm going to graze some of this parm to see where we're at with that beer cheese. And then if I need to add cornstarch, we will. What's everybody's plans? I think I've heard a couple people's plans. I think Tracy says she doesn't watch football. 108 people in the stream. Super Bowl's almost here, guys. This is a special day. Win, lose, or draw. For my Pats, my beloved Pats. For some of you guys that are my regulars in the chat. I lost my sister this year, so she was a big Pats fan with me. And so I'll be watching this game with a heavy heart. I am hangry. Very hangry, Tracy. Very hangry. All right, let's get this in there. That's a good amount. Maybe this is all we need. Ooh, Nelly. Ooh, Nelly. I don't think anybody's eating any food tonight. Yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, it was tough. It definitely was tough because relatively we've had a healthy family my whole life. Lost my grandfather many, many, many years ago. Lost an uncle. But as far as the immediate family, we all been super healthy. And we're getting up there, me and my siblings, 40, 50 years old. And she got hit with this rare leukemia that can just pop out of nowhere in your later stages of your life. Here one day, 3 weeks later, she was gone. So when I say tough, I'm talking about it's tough. But now, I guess I can understand when people talk about, losing someone in their life. And I got a lot of people in my life that, that had losses like that. So that's why I cook, man. This is starting to come together, guys. Ooh, see? Hadn't YNW gotten in that timeout? Oh, just because you're a chef, do you know what you're doing? Yeah, I do, buddy. I don't even need that on anymore. Wonder what that guy knows what he's doing. I didn't even need a slurry, no roux, no nothing. Guys, that's not to say that you don't need a roux, because you do. That's how I make my mac and cheese sauce and many other sauces. And we're going to keep picking on this guy. $44, I'm 47. This is coming together. This is looking really good. I'm going to start beating this up a little bit. Guys, if you've been doing the fold and turn, you're going to be sitting really good for this dough. See how this dough is coming really good together? We're going to keep it up in that oven. On top of that stove for just a little bit longer. This beer cheese is fucking perfect. Now you got me cussing in the stream. It's the first time for everything. There goes all my sponsors, guys. Not just playing. I was watching some flag football thing last night. And I don't know, I guess it was like some streamer or whatever. And I guess he thought he was on whatever he does, on his little streaming platform. And he said the F word and everybody on there was like, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, well. All right, guys, what's next? Let's do those subs. But I'm going to take a 5-minute break. And be right back. And we'll start these subs. So I'm going to grab out everything that we're going to do for that. Probably some pepperoni. I know Annie's going to want some ranch on there. What do you guys put on your subs? First of all, in your area, what do you guys call them? Hoagies. Shoot, in Connecticut, they were called grinders. These dill pickles are a must. It is all good. All right, where is the lid for this? Where is the lid? Here we are. Let's keep a lid on that. Some soft pretzels. Somebody comes in after this, they're gonna be confused. So you guys just keep it going in the chat. I'm gonna take a couple minutes. Thank you for everybody that stuck around. We're gonna finish up with the pizzas in the oven and everything else. I will be right back. What is this thing doing? How come I can't donate through the... Let me see if I can donate over here. Which is odd. Usually I can donate through the... Wait. What am I missing it? Okay. Guys, we'll be right back. Joe, you get with the gifted membership. Alright guys, I'll be right back. 2 seconds. hear me, Annie. Annie's like, I can hear everything you're saying. I know. I'm back. Annie is supposed to keep chat going. Alright. The center rack. Moisten the pretzels with a small amount of water. Alright. Okay. And then put the packets on top. That sounds good. Sounds great to me. Alright. Before we get into pretzels though, and before we get into these subs, we're going to start putting the dough into the pans. Because it does have to rise again in the pan. That's the trick of the trade. I don't even have control over who gets the subs, which is I don't understand. Yes, I'm on a union timeout. Would you? That's if I was young enough to be your son. Right? We're going to assume that first. No salt on your pretzels, Annie? Alright, this dough is looking good. That is some good looking dough. I'm going to save this just in case there's some leftover dough. Now I'm going to try to eyeball this. How much dough I think it's going to be for each pan. So it should be about 11 ounces. I'm going to guess just based off of what we do at the restaurant. I'm going to switch that to ounces, not milliliters. There we go. Ounces. Oh. 4 ounces? That's it? Yeah. I don't think we're going to need 11 ounces. There's something wrong with this. This is not working right. 10, that's 9 ounces. And that's going to be some real thick dough. I mean, it should be thicker with a pan pizza, but you can literally do it as thin or thick you would like. And so I just like to put it in there. Same technique they do at the restaurant is that they start stretching it like this, and then they cover it. So I'm going to cover it with foil because then plastic wrap is going to be a pain in my eyes. "74 people in the chat. I appreciate all the likes. We're at the pizza part. Everything is coming together. Beer cheese is done. Chicken wing dip is a brewing. We're going to set this on the stove for these doughs can rise even more in the pan. We got a lot going on over here. A lot. And then I got another pan right here. We'll do the same amount. Seven ounces. We'll go with a good 8. So what I'm doing is essentially pinching it as I go around. Normally, you would do balls like that and then put them in your containers. But this is a different way. For this style of pizza, you kind of let it rise. You stretch it out slowly, let it rise, and then stretch it out all the way. Par bake it, put your toppings on there, and then finish it off in the oven. We're just going to set these over relatively close to the stove. We're going to put the rest of the dough. The good thing about this dough, guys, now you can freeze it in a plastic bag. Let's just say this is 16 ounces, which is 13.6. Maybe cut in 8 and use the rest for, like, if you have a brick in your oven for brick oven pizza. Or a stone, I should say. I'm just gonna put this in the stove, in the refrigerator until later. And then I'll take care of it. All right. Let's just give this a quick spray. I'm gonna do it over here so it doesn't get on the camera lens. Little non-stick. Or you could have just used butter. Annie doesn't want any salt on hers. Pickle pizza is a thing. Really, it is. Pickle pizza is a good thing. Put the pretzels there. I'm gonna put salt on mine. It said to get a little bit of water, which I'm gonna do. Then the salt packet will stick, I'm assuming. We'll do this last minute when those pizzas are almost done. I usually use butter, but I guess I get what they're saying. Of course you gotta use a whole packet just to get a little bit of salt on there. Something like that. Here we go. We'll put this to the side. Wait for the pizza to finish. Check up on this chicken wing dip, which is coming along good. Coming along. Like I said, you probably should use rotisserie because it's going to break up to that nice shredded chicken. But I chickened out once I got to Tops and seen all those people there. I said, no way. No way, Jose. But this is looking good. Chicken wing dip. It just needs some cheddar cheese in there, though. Definitely needs cheddar. So, we'll get some cheddar cheese. I'm gonna add that shredded cheddar in there. You hear good things about it, Annie? There we go. Don't hold back. No need to hold back on that. That's the missing link right there. And then turn this down. Otherwise you're going to burn. We went light on the buffalo sauce so it wasn't so spicy. I'm gonna turn it down to warm now so it doesn't burn in there. Oh, I don't even know why I have that cover over here. All right. Basically, we're looking at chicken wing dip that's done. Would have been a lot better with rotisserie chicken. This beer cheese, that is the perfect consistency. Pretzels we're getting wait to put in once we let this pizza dough rise just a tiny bit more. We're gonna put them right on top of the oven right now so we can get there. And in the meantime, we're gonna work out these subs. All right, let's start building these subs. Almost game time. Almost game time. Charles, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. This is for the Super Bowl spread. We got the buffalo chicken wing dip. Obviously for these dill pickle chips, just because we love them. Annie said she doesn't know why I got those, but I eat them all the time. Got a little red sauce that I added a bunch of stuff in there. Fresh garlic, salt, sugar, herbs. We got the pretzels over here. Pizzas are finally rising. We did dough in the beginning from scratch. Beer cheese, chicken wing dip. We are ready for some action, man. Guys, it is Super Bowl Sunday. My Pats are in there. Annie, you gonna have a little sub action, lettuce, tomato, turkey, provolone, pepperoni, some ranch, some of these pickles in there. Talk to me, Annie. I'm gonna bring gingerbread Pat back over here. It is almost game time, guys. Gingerbread Pat. What are we doing, Annie? 45 minutes till when? The game doesn't start till 6:30, I don't think. Good eatings, that's right. Gonna grab the tomato. Gonna grab the lettuce. Slice up some tomato. It's odd because Andy's not a big tomato fan, but she'll have it on her sub. Make me understand this. You're a Giants fan. Rooting for the Pats, but a Giants fan. Wow. Thank you. Guys, if you're new to the stream, please hit that like button. We are up to 116 likes. Appreciate it. I love it. Nope, I'm just doing just a turkey, probably turkey pepperoni. I'm guessing what Annie wants since she hasn't put it in the chat. We got a bunch of other stuff that we got for the spread. Chicken wing dip is over there. Beer cheese we finished up. We got the pizzas. They're rising the dough. That's almost done. We got pretzels that we got getting ready to put in. We did pasta salad, which we're calling, what are we calling it, chat? Tailgate pasta salad, rodeo pasta salad that has kielbasa, chicken, pepperoni, cheese, onions, a bunch of herbs, fresh garlic. We got a lot going on, guys. What's everybody going to get on their sub? What's a must? Some pickles. Not today. Annie, what we're eating today? What you getting on your sub? I don't know. Annie's not answering me. I can hear her listening to me in the other room. Turkey, Annie? Pepperoni? Provolone cheese, ma'am? A little bit of ranch? Don't say mayo, because you're going to have to come in here and do it. If you just do ranch, then I can take half of this, because we got so much food. What do you think? What do you say, Annie? Ooh, Jackson, I like it. Pastrami, that's a good. Honey turkey is the only cold sandwich for me. I would toast this, but Annie does not like toasted at all. She probably gets a bunch of other stuff on here. Because usually I'm not happy when she sends me out to get the order. I'm like, come on. Text me what you want. It's a million different things on her sub. Right, Annie? Annie is not answering me. Guys, I'm going to have to just go in another room.
I've texted you 3 times.
I can't see it.
Same as you.
Oh, same as me. Oh, now I'm getting it. Same as me. Oh, she's lazy texting in there. Thanks for all the likes, guys. We got 120 people in the chat. Appreciate it. Because I'm struggling to get open this provolone. We got a lot of food to show you guys if you're just coming into the stream. 125. We're finishing up the sub. Then we're going to go back to those pizzas. I'll show you everything else that we got done. No toasted for her. It's okay. That's right, Jilly. Cheese is a must. Cheese is a must. We're going to do ranch on this one. And she probably would have did mayo, but there is going to be no mayo on my sandwich. We got so much food and it's just the two of us, so I'll probably take this to work, some of this food, and just give it to them. Give it to my little kiddos in there. Because they love to eat. That's how it should look. Like, if you could fit the top on there, it's not a sandwich. Annie, I'm just going to cut mine because obviously I'm going to put something different than you. Just in case you want mayo. I know I hear you same as me, but don't be lying to chat what you do. You want to drown it in mayo. We know. Alright, let's put this off to the side and see how that pizza dough is coming along. Oh, everything is looking good. Let me show you guys that are just came into the chat. Chicken wing dip. It's on the lighter side, so we don't want a lot of buffalo sauce in there. We're older with ulcers and we're angry. Pretzels. I got salt on my side. She has none. Subs. Pasta salad over there. We got the chips for all this stuff. Guys, this is a good Super Bowl. Who's going to clean it? Don't know. Not us, not me, not tonight. Tomorrow, Annie. Alright, you see how this dough is? You can finally get it to the sides. Get it to the sides. Super thick crust, because I don't want it that thick. I want it thick, but not that thick. Get a fork, pop some bubbles, pop it in the oven. You want to par cook it. Make sure you put some olive oil on there. Don't be weird. We'll grab the other dough. $375, $400 is perfect. This is all finally coming together. What pizza we're gonna make? I think we're gonna do one white ranch base. I would have did one pesto. I would have made pesto from scratch, but like I said, for you guys that just came in later into the stream, the basil was supposed to come last night, but the guy that delivered the food from Wegmans forgot a bunch of stuff. And then when I got to Tops this morning, I was like, oh heck no. That's perfect. Little olive oil so the dough doesn't dry out in the oven. Throw it in there. You want to par cook that dough. Especially in ovens that are lower heat and you're doing it this pan style. Otherwise you're going to get that doughy, you know what I mean, that doughy pizza, and it's not good. I complain when Pizza Hut does that to me. I'm like, who is working in there? Relaxing at home. Punchy, that sounds great. Yes, everybody, please hit that like button. 105 people in the chat. It is getting closer to game time. We got all this pasta salad. Who's coming over? Because it's just me and Annie tonight. Like I said, we'll probably eat this. But the rest of the stuff, whatever we don't eat, we'll probably take to work. Pretzels Annie's going to eat, definitely. Beer cheese, I'm not even sure if Andy's a big beer cheese person, to be honest. But I might as well get a container for that. Jilly is on the way. Yeah, pasta salad we'll nibble on for the week. We'll have to put some more ranch on it by tomorrow. You know how pasta salad is. It just starts getting dry the day after you make it. That's why I always try to put Greek yogurt in there. It always keeps it nice and moist. Like I said, guys, that's a trick. Next time you make pasta salad, I don't care which one it is. It could be Italian pasta salad. Put some Greek yogurt in there and see how moist it keeps it. Oh man, looks good, right guys? Let's put this back in the fridge. Got a system for the food that's in the fridge. It's not the dishes. Whoever's coming over to eat is gonna have to do these though. It's low sun, just something light. All right, let's check that dough. Let me show you guys what you guys are looking for down there. It's looking good. That one that was real doughy that I worried about, we're just gonna allow it to be whatever it needs to be. Allow it to be whatever it needs to be. We'll start it off in the pans. That's the key. And then you take it off the pans to get that color. on the bottom. And we'll throw those pretzels in when that time comes too also. Here, let me put... What state are we coming from? Streaming from? New York. Western New York. I gotta put this back. It's my iPad that I read chat off from is falling a little bit. Try to find a home for all this food. That dough's a working. It's probably gonna be done in a couple seconds here. And then we'll build our pizzas. Gonna put a couple of things away. Guys, we did a lot today. Beer cheese, chicken wing dip, pasta salad. We did a whole pizza dough from scratch. It's a lot of things. Long time today. Loving it. All right, let's check that dough. Gonna grab one of these. It is almost there. And then we'll start building those pieces out. Super Bowl time almost. Nevada, coming from Nevada. Loving it. If you're new to the stream, please hit that like button. We are finishing up our Super Bowl spread. We have chicken wing dip, beer cheese. Got some pretzels we're about to put in there once we put the toppings and everything else on that dough. We're par cooking the dough. Nice pan pizza. We did the dough from scratch. We got subs that are sitting over there. We got a lot of food. We need some people to come over. Let's get it. We got Gingerbread Pat over here, enjoying the stream with you guys. All right, let's build our first pizza. We're gonna do a red sauce based one. Remember? People that were here earlier, we started the sauce. We added garlic and herbs, salt, sugar, a bunch of goodness. All right, time to get this mozzarella. Low moisture is a must. Got a spoon down here. I go light red sauce for me. Mozzarella cheese. All right, some pepperoni. You know, I just noticed I really didn't get any other kind of toppings. That's because I planned on doing the pesto based one, like a margarita. Where's that onion I had, chat, from earlier? Let's put a little bit of that onion in there. Where was that onion? I know I didn't throw that out. I think I sinned, guys. I think I did a real sin. Alright, we're gonna have to add a little bit of onion in there. You can't just do pepperoni. No mushrooms, no nothing, Annie. We're slipping. We got this whole spread done, and we're missing a lot in here. Welcome back, Joe. You had to eat. We were making you hungry, huh, Joe? Ooh, baby. All right, a little bit of onion. Let's get this into the oven. I'll put a little bit more mozzarella on top so we can get that color. Boom, 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 boom. All right, back into the oven. Ranch base for this one. Might as well. You know, I could just put some chicken wing dip on there. Call it a day and be a chicken wing dip pizza. But I think I'm gonna use up the rest of this chicken that we had in the freezer. Little rotisserie chicken. Some more cheese. Put some more onion. Maybe a little bit of pepperoni. And then we're going to control that temperature in there. We need some color on there. That's going to be the tough part because my dry milk helps out with that. All right, where's that pepperoni? I'm gonna dice up a little bit of pepperoni. You want some pizza? Gnome? Wow, we got a lot of likes on the stream today. Like I said, we're used to having like 50, 60 people. We've been up to about 100, 130 all day. So this is good. Good progress. I also do restaurant POV videos, which are about an hour long, 45 minutes. Check out the channel. If you're new here, you like to join our weekly live streams, hit that subscribe button. Definitely hit that subscribe button. All right, let's get this in there. I'm gonna put those pretzels in too. And then we're gonna show the spread, guys. Or get the spread together. We got a lot going on in here. Got a lot going on. All right, this is the number one thing. Annie, what are you getting on your plate? You got a sub? What else you getting? You want some chips down with some chicken wing dip on it? Thank you, Joe. You've been with us for a long time. You've been with us for a long, long time. And we appreciate it. You know me and Annie appreciate you. Well, last week's winner never... Oh, God. Hold on, guys. My tablet fell. Oh, boy. Now we're really having problems. Sorry about that. Alrighty. Never claimed their prize. They said they were going to email us. So let's just do the same thing. We're going to do Karma sauce, guys. I'm going to show you the Karma sauce. We're going to do a giveaway for Karma sauce today. So I've been working with this brand called Karma Sauce. They're out of Rochester, New York. They were featured on the Hot Ones 5 seasons in a row. Great sauce. Check them out online. We'll do a free giveaway at the end of this, which is going to be very soon. I'll put some of their sauces up here. We'll take a look at them. The winner can choose what sauces they want from here. I only chose mild sauces, but they have some really spicy ones, to be honest. But we'll break that down once we get to the end of this, because we're close to the end and we do not want to falter. But they got a bunch of cool sauces. Smoky Karma, Good Karma, 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 Karma. Bunch of cool ones. So yes, we'll do this in the end. Let me bring up the Nightbot so I can get the giveaway together. Hopefully Jason comes in the chat. Maybe he just didn't want the giveaway or something. I don't know. Joe, we know we had problems with the email. We're not sure what happened with you, Joe. You can explain your own story. But let's check that pizza out. It is a cooking. Pretzels. I don't want them too hard, but they're almost there. Alrighty, guys. The end is near. Wow. Didn't think today would ever end. $620 messages. Alrighty. Got the giveaway going in a second. We're gonna watch these pizzas. We're gonna run through the spread one more time. Chicken wing dip. Subs that we just made. It's got like pickles, lettuce, tomato, all the basics. I'm gonna put ranch on there. Turkey, pepperoni, provolone cheese. Beer cheese is right here, which is looking phenomenal. Guy got himself permanently banned from my chat talking about my beer cheese. Get on out of here. Get. Little pasta salad we came up with is buffalo. It's not buffalo. It's BBQ Ranch Pasta Salad. We're calling it rodeo pasta salad or tailgate pasta salad. It's got kielbasa, sausage, chicken, onions, pepperoni, cheese, herbs. You name it, it's got it in there. Garbage pasta salad, aka the garbage plate from Rochester. Not calling the pasta salad garbage. All right. One more check on this pizza. All right, we're gonna take the pretzels out. I don't like my pretzels too hard. Soft pretzels should be soft, right? That's perfect. Guys, let's pull one of those up. Let's throw a pretzel right here. All right. Beer cheese, nice and thick, right? Good consistency. Sorry, been streaming for a while now. Where's Jacob tonight? Good question. Good question. How's this looking? Beer cheese and pretzels, guys. That's good. That's some good stuff. Oh yeah, that's going on my plate. Annie's got her chicken wing dip to herself. I got my beer cheese to myself. Annie, that's all you. Of course I'll taste it, but I'm not trying to have an upset stomach during the stream. Okay. Checking on those pizzas. Pretty soon we're gonna need to pull them off that off the Take about a good 25 minutes. Obviously, we're at lower temperature heat than like a pizzeria. Let me just pick up this shot. Hanafi, what's going on? Guys, if you're new to the stream, please hit that like button. We are winding down this super long stream. We have a ton of stuff that we did, a nice Super Bowl spread. I hope everybody enjoys the game. Who's everybody rooting for today? You already know who I'm rooting for. Got Gingerbread Pat right here. Patriots fan, die hard. If you're new to the stream, hit that like button. We do live streams each and every week. I also do long POV videos coming out of the restaurant where I'm an executive chef. Here in the Finger Lakes. All right, let's check out these sauces again. Guys, we're about to be doing a giveaway to Karma Sauce. Here in a few moments. There's a ton of different sauces. I'll even allow the winner to pick out their 4-pack. This time we learned that we're not going to let... We'll have you message us, and if we don't see it, then we're going to have you put your email in the chat. For some reason, that's been a real problem, right, Joe? Ghost Island Karma Sauce. I mean, these guys make all types of sauces. Like I said, they're featured on the Hot Ones. They've been there 5 years straight on the Hot Ones. So, definitely a great thing. If you're new to the stream, please hit that like button. We appreciate it. All right. All right, the bottom is starting to get crispy, so but not a lot of brown on the top, and that is because the dry milk I use gives it better browning. Here, I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to put this back in for a couple of minutes. So that's what literally that dry milk does, why it's so important, especially in homemade pizzas, because the pizza ovens don't get as hot. And I also always use the diatastic malt powder, which gives it great flavor and great browning. So those are two key ingredients. I will do a pizza dough video for you guys to break this all down. Annie, all right, what are you doing for your spread, Annie? I need to know everything that's going on your plate. Thank you, Joe. I wish you good luck. Great health. I hope you recover. Let me know when that is. Anybody sees Biz, please let him know. I'll be contacting him. I hope he's all right. I worry about my older fans in my chat when I don't hear from them. But we're not done yet. I'm going to do this giveaway. And we're going to get those pizzas out. We only got a couple minutes more. Annie Brown, in the chat, let me know what you're eating. A sample of everything? Okay, heard. Alright. She said a sample of everything. For me, I'm doing this, guys. I'm going to put that pretzel right there. Drown it in a little bit of beer cheese. Do the same thing for Annie. I'm going to pass on the chicken wing dip because of my ulcer. I want to make it through the game. But we will try it in the end. Guys, whoever has a good spread tonight or wants to share their food, you guys know you can post on the community post. Pictures, whatever. A lot of people don't know that. No beer cheese for you? Okay. No beer cheese for her. So what we're going to do for Annie, and I'm going to put some ranch all over hers. We might as well just get that going. Know you want a ton of that. There you go, girl. There you go, baby girl. Little pasta salad. I'm gonna put some on my plate. We always use fine china here. We always bring out the fine china for these streams. It's a running joke, but here you go, Annie. Wing dip for your pretzel, no chips. Okay, that'll work. Thought I was gonna drop that for a minute. I'm not gonna lie. Alright guys, we have to be careful with this pizza because we don't want it to burn on the bottom. Let me just check it one more time. Now it's getting that color. See that bottom? You guys are seeing that? It's kind of perfect, golden brown. But this is a difference the dried milk would have made on the top. Because obviously the heat from the pan is gonna give it that golden brown on the bottom. Alright, we're gonna put this right here. So we're probably gonna have to get this out the pan because I don't want it to burn. Let me just check this bottom real quick. Chat. It's probably got a couple minutes before we'll start doing that. Alright, Annie, here comes your chicken wing dip. Look at that cheese. I mean, yeah. Here you go, girl. Go and get you some. Don't be shy about it. Don't be shy about it. So, I'm going to cut up. Let me turn this off. Let me unplug it. I'll never trust technology. Then let's put this pizza here. Check the bottom. That's important. At least we got a little bit of that milk on there. Not as good as the dry milk in my eyes. But I don't want my knife to rust because I'm probably not going to get back to this until later on. It is almost game time, everybody. I can see less and less people in the chat. Everybody's getting in their zone there. Don't leave yet. We haven't did the giveaway. Don't leave yet. Drew, come on over, Drew. Come on over. Come on now. Come on now. We're going to hand deliver this to Annie. I'll turn the camera away from you because I know you're going to be like, no, show me. Oh, it's too dark in here anyways. Nobody can't see you. How do you sit in a room watching the stream with the lights off? Oh, it's too dark in here anyways. You're doubling up. See you. How do you sit in a room watching the stream with the lights off? Oh, it's too dark in here anyways. There goes Annie. She's all ready for the game in her couch. You guys seen that though, right? You guys seen that. The viewership should go up. Just because of Annie. The viewership should go up. I'm going to put one of these on there for me. We got a good spread right now. Guys, let's do the giveaway while I nibble. So I'm going to go put it over here.